The Young and the Restless spoilers Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. Welcome back to our channel, Besties. Today is a spectacularly chaotic day in the soap universe, and we are absolutely vibrating with excitement to unpack the latest madness with you. Grab your iced coffees and strap in, because we are going off the rails today. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing. I mean it. Cancel your meetings. Ignore your texts. Put your entire life on hold because we need to talk about this episode now. I am literally shaking. My soul has actually left my body and is currently floating somewhere in the stratosphere above the CBS studio lot. I was mid-skincare routine, literally applying a charcoal mask to my face, and I had to yeet my phone across the room. Smeared charcoal all over my white rug, but I do not even care because the sheer audacity of the drama that just went down has permanently rewired my brain chemistry. We are not just watching this show anymore. We are invested. I am personally attacked. I am totally living for it. And I am simultaneously spiraling into a dimension of pure cinematic mayhem. Let us start with the absolute menace that is Victor Newman. Bestie, be for real right now. Victor legit stood in his own living room, looked Nikki dead in the eye, and dropped the most unhinged ultimatum of the century. He literally told her to drop her friendship with Jack Abbott. It is him or me. I am literally hyperventilating right now. The absolute nerve of this man. He just spent months gaslighting her, refusing to save Nick, acting like the literal villain of Genoa City. And now he is acting like he is the victim of her friendship with Jack. Make it make sense. Eric Bredon delivered that line like he was reading a last will and testament, with zero emotion, just pure cold-blooded control. And then he just walked out. He walked out like he had not just nuked half of their marriage on his way to the door. I am straight up unwell. They are officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done. And do not even get me started on Nikki's reaction. She just stood there, completely stunned, and then wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event, the migraine. The writers have been watering this migraine seed for 3 entire episodes, and today it just blossomed into a full-blown medical crisis. She reaches for the painkillers on the table and literally almost collapses while taking them. Genuinely, my chest hurts watching her. She is officially on my must protect at all costs list. Victor thinks he is getting a verbal answer, but her body just gave him the loudest, most visceral response in television history. Her physical form is rejecting his toxicity. Did I say that yet? Ooh, my brain is mush. Moving on. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. Before Victor went full dictator mode, we had Nick Newman having an absolute existential crisis in his living room. Nick comes back from the gym, and Sharon is standing there like, "Did you unleash on Matt?" And Nick, looking like a tortured Greek god who has seen too much, admits he could not do it. Joshua Amaro gave us the performance of a lifetime, genuinely. Nick went in there ready to rip Matt's head off, seeking pure, unadulterated revenge for the drug poisoning and the kidnapping, but Matt is playing the scared, weak. Amnesiac hard, so hard that Nick physically could not throw a punch. All Nick saw was a pathetic guy who does not even know his own crimes. It is giving major psychological thriller vibes, and I'm eating it up. Nick is so psychologically messy right now, and I am living for the angst. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but Noah Newman is unhinged. This boy literally built a full-scale replica of the Shadow Room. Yes, the Los Angeles nightclub where Matt ran his underground drug empire, and Noah just casually recreated it right here in Genoa City. Like, what is the budget of this family? I am spiraling over the aesthetic choices. Did he import the neon signs? Did he recreate the sticky floors? I got distracted by a weird humming noise from my refrigerator for a second, but it honestly fits the vibe of the buzzing neon signs in this fake club. Noah is like, let us trigger his memories. Sienna Clark walks in before Matt gets there, looks around the replica, and tells Noah that this place is terrifying and that this is a massive risk. She is not wrong. Sienna is literally Matt's loyalist, and even she is freaked out by this architectural psychological warfare. So Nick brings Matt into this fake club. It is absolute cinematic mayhem. Matt looks around, gives Sienna this tiny, rare smile which is honestly so unhinged, and at first, the place means nothing to him. But then Nick and Noah start explaining that this was his drug front. And you guys, the editing, the flash cuts. Matt starts getting these aggressive memory flashes. Nick attacking him, Victor threatening him. It is a literal Pavlovian response. The show is ringing the bell, and Matt's brain is salivating trauma. I was screaming at my screen, send help. The stakes are astronomical, and I am clutching my chest because I cannot handle the gravity of these events. I am calling it the villain arc is about to go nuclear, and Matt's memories are going to flood back in the most destructive way possible. Meanwhile, in a completely different television genre, we have Billy and Sally at Society. They are planning their wedding on an app like Normal, cute humans comparing seating charts and honeymoon options. Sally admits she has not designed her wedding dress yet, and she is stressing out. Billy is being so incredibly sweet, promising she will be the most gorgeous bride Genoa City has ever seen. It was giving pure romantic comedy, and I was genuinely smiling. Jack walks up to their table, and Billy apologizes for all the wedding talk. But Jack is like, no, please, it gives me hope. It was so wholesome and heartbreaking because Jack is currently living in a nightmare. Stop what you are doing. The tonal whiplash of what happened next actually gave me a physical injury. Billy just casually drops the most terrifying tea ever. He tells Jack that Patty Williams straight up told him she handled Diane. Handled her. Bestie, be for real right now. Patty Williams has poisoned people. She is a walking, talking, breathing red flag with a history of violence, and she is publicly bragging about handling Jack's missing wife. I had to pause the episode to just stare at the wall and question my own reality. Jack has already hired a private investigator, and he is rightfully panicking. Diane's disappearance is officially a true crime documentary waiting to happen, and Jack is losing his mind. And then, literally 5 seconds after dropping this murder mystery bomb, Billy asks Jack to be his best man. What? I am crying tears of hysterical laughter. The emotional range of this scene. Billy is basically like, hey brother, pretty sure a known psychopath murdered your wife. Anyway, do you want to hold my wedding rings? I am literally hyperventilating. Jack says yes, and the two brothers share this deep, emotional hug by the window. I am just sitting here like, how are these people real? The show balanced pure wedding joy and the sheer terror of a missing person in one single scene, and the genre flexibility is honestly blowing my mind. Manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update, because there is no way this wedding happens without someone getting arrested or blowing up a building. Finally, we cut to Chancellor Park. Sally is having coffee with Audra, and she just spills her absolute guts. Everything is going to well with Billy, and she is terrified. She is literally waiting for the other shoe to drop. She is so used to trauma and heartbreak that this level of happiness feels like a trap. And Audra, who is officially the best friend ever, reads her like an open book. Audra tells Sally that her insecurities are just peaking right now, but the most important thing is that she chose the right guy. Sally agrees that picking Billy and picking Audra as a friend were the best choices she has made. It is giving major calm before the storm energy. I am so unwell, you guys. This entire episode was a messy, unfiltered emotional train wreck, and my grip on reality is officially slipping. This show is my entire personality now, and I am not okay.